What's up, YouTube? It's AGGIEsneakerADDICT here. Once again, I do not have a shoe review for you this time. Instead, I have a restoration video. In this video, I'm not really going to show you how to do it. I'm just going to show you my work and what I did do. As always, if you guys do have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Comment, rate, subscribe. Be sure to let me know what you like, what you don't like. And as always, any questions, make sure you do ask them. No question is a stupid question. I'm always here to help. Alright, so just by this view right here, you can see that this is the Jordan 17 box that came with the OG 17s, the black and silver pair. I did get this box when I did get these 17s back when they first released. I was in the kid size, but my stepdad was the manager and he was able to get me a briefcase. I wanted it so bad and I kept it for this long. I was going to sell it a few months ago, but I'm glad I kept it because I did end up needing it. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this up, see what's in here. Just by this view right here, some of you might be able to tell that this is the OG Steel 10s, released in 1994. I was fortunate enough to get the pair with the toe cap on it. Picked these up on eBay for $125 ship. The guy didn't ship double boxed. He didn't ship with the shoebox at all. He just put it inside of a parcel box, a priority mail box, and shipped it. So here we have them. Alright, when I got this shoe, it didn't look that bad, but it wasn't white. It's not as white as you see right now. So I did, I went to Walmart really, and I bought acrylic paint because that's what Angelus paint really is. It's just acrylic paint, but it's made specially for leather. And I bought the acrylic paint and I painted it and it looked dull. I didn't like it. It looked like I just glued chalk on it. I didn't like it. I hated it. So it took me maybe 3 hours to paint it. Wasted my time on that. And about 3 hours to take the paint off of both shoes. I was really disappointed in the way it looked. So I did go ahead and order the Angelus Leather Paint off of turtlefeathers.net, and fast shipping. Came from North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina. Took about 2 days. It's okay. I wasn't in a rush. I wasn't at home at the time. But anyways, enough about that. As you can see, these shoes are amazing. The midsoles are still firm. Everything is still intact, man. It's wonderful. I love this shoe. Alright, I'm not really going to do a review. I'm just going to showcase my work on these. So what I did is I repainted all the stitching. I repainted everything white because I want to give it like a fresh look. And as you can see, man, these, I don't like to toot my own horn, but I think I did a good job on these. I wish I could show you guys some pictures, but only pictures I have is the ones that were on eBay originally. So if you guys do have a pair of these and you want to repaint them, make sure that you tape off the sole really good, because if not, you're going to spend extra time getting that paint off and it's a hassle. I hated it. As you can see, I still have work to do to get this paint off the bottom, off the sole, It's not a lot, but still, it's extra time that I don't really want to spend on it. Also, make sure you tape off this up here, this top. Alright. You don't want paint to get on this, because in order to get the paint off, you have to use acetone, and that's going to take the black paint off, as well as the white paint. So make sure you tape that off really good. As you can see, I didn't and I have residue. So I'm just gonna have to clean it up the best way I can, lightly, using acetone or a fingernail polish, or fingernail file, sorry. These things came with their original laces, and as I said, I got these off of eBay for $125 shipped. I messaged the seller, and he wanted $150 at first. It was a little steep. I was willing to pay it. I thought, you know, I can fix these up easily. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be, but nonetheless, they are fixed. Take you guys to the sole. The only thing about the sole is this little sign of wear, where the gray has turned into black. Probably, you know, heel drag a little bit, but it's not noticeable. That's the only thing. Other than that, man, these things are pretty good for its age. I know I posted these on Instagram before I had repainted them. I was about to buy them. A lot of people were saying, you know, don't do it. It's a 18-year-old shoe. You know, just wait for it to retro again. But those were the people who didn't really understand the history behind the shoe, man. They didn't understand that I like the toe cap on these. I love the toe cap. They didn't understand these are OGs and you're not going to see these again. Very few produced, very few still around. I'm just fortunate to have this pair, man. Yeah, and another thing, try to be as careful as you can around the jump, man. I wasn't, and look what happened. So I'm probably gonna have to take a permanent marker or something and try and recolor that, but be very careful around this area. It's really hard to paint. As I said, man, these are 100% wearable. Midsoles are still firm. These are not retros, people. These are OGs. Sorry, to take you guys on the inside. Inside, you can see that these are 10.5, and you can see that Columbia blue or UNC blue, or something like to say, Carolina blue, whatever, powder blue. You see it on the insole. Nike Air, you can see where it was and where it's not anymore. Just a smudge, but hey, original insole. I did take it out and clean it with I wet it with water, put OxyClean on it, clean it with my toothbrush, and I let it dry for overnight. These are pretty much done. I just have to go back and touch it up, get the paint off where it does need to be. The main thing about these, about painting, guys, is make sure you tape it off good. As I stated earlier in the video, I did use white Angelus Leather Paint. If you're going to buy the white Angelus Leather Paint, I would advise buying the 4 ounce or 4 ounce and up, because white is pretty much used on a lot of shoes that you may want to repaint, and you don't want to have to pay the $6 shipping cost for a $2 product. So go ahead and look in your closet, see what you need repainted. Order this. Along with my order, I ordered all the paints for the Aquas, which I'm about to show you guys next. And it was about $7 shipped. So there you have it. If anybody has an original box for these that would like to sell me, please let me know. These are not for sale. Next up, we got the Air Jordan 8 Retro, and these are the Aquas. I did put the picture on the box. I have fun painting this shoe, man. This is one of my favorite shoes. I've been waiting for these. I didn't have the money to afford them when they first came out, and everybody had them and I didn't. So I recently copped these last summer. I sold my silver anniversary 11s to get these. I kind of regret doing it, but what's done is done. I enjoyed these shoes, and plus the silver anniversaries were too small for me. So, original box, no retro card. If you have a retro card, please let me know. I will purchase that from you for a reasonable price, of course. So, once again, these were repainted with Angelus Leather Paint. Okay? If you guys are interested, I will make a video for you guys really showing you what colors to mix and how to repaint, really. I got a friend that's got some white and true red 8s from 2003 that need restoring and repainting, so I will be doing that soon as he gets the paint for them. I don't know what he's waiting on. I would be anxious to get those painted and wear those. But yeah, what you want to do when you're painting any shoe with the midsoles paint cracks, you want to make sure you strip all the paint off, all of it off. Alright, some spots like up here will be fine, but for the most part, make sure you strip most of the paint off. That's for the simple fact that if you repaint over paint that's cracking, the paint that you just repainted will crack off over time. Alright, as always, make sure you tape it off. Again, this is my first time repainting anything, and I didn't really do an excellent job taping it off. Also, I just put it in the box, and yeah, some paper got stuck to it. This doesn't have any finisher on it. This was custom blended by myself with help from Ill Will the Barber 513. He does have a tutorial up if you guys want to go check that out. Great repainting tutorials. Really, guys, he shows you how to make this. He does sell the paint, but he shows you how to make this. Tells you the ratios, how much to put in the paint, where to get the paint from, everything. So you guys make sure you go check this video out. If you have any questions, shoot him a message, and you can also shoot me a message as well. I will try my best to respond as fast as I can. Alright, sorry about that. Was on that for a long time. I do have to go back and touch up this. I don't know how this got that color, but I will have to go and touch that up. But I bought about 5 different paints for this particular shoe. Guys, make sure you get the Angelus Leather Paint. It goes a long ways. Oh, I'm sorry. These were purchased off eBay for $180. When I got them, it was just cracking a little bit inside. And here, really, it wasn't that bad on the other side. But I said, why not do the entire shoe? The colors match perfectly. Again, these are not dead stock. This is just tape residue right here. And again, this just came from putting it in a box. I don't know how to stop that. I guess you let it dry for a little bit. Also, guys, when you paint, be careful what kind of tape you use. I didn't use exact painter's tape, and look what happened to me. So now I have to go back and get that off before I wear it, or I'm going to have everything I step on sticking to the bottom of my shoes. Don't really want that to happen. That's just tape residue. I'm going to show that's easy to come off. And next up, I'm going to show you guys my next project. These 2011 black cement 3s. Yeah, the 2011. These are the ones that just released, right? Well, They don't look that bad, honestly, but it was just killing me to see the paint cracking right back here. I think that looks terrible. I hate the way it looks, guys. Hate it. This is a shoe that I just repainted over with that other cheap paint to see how it will look. And yeah, but I don't like the way it looks, so that's coming off, of course. I did that before I got my Angelus. I think these shoes are the greatest Jordans ever made. They go with everything, and that's why they're my favorite. My girlfriend had to tell me a few times, hey, put those back in the box, man. You wear them a little too often. But these are my favorite J's. You know, the history behind them, the way they look, the way they feel, the way I feel when I wear them. I had these back in 2001 when they retroed. I loved them, man. I ran through them. I was a kid. I didn't care. I love these shoes. But I will be doing a video on these. Probably will do a tutorial, a live video while I'm trying to repaint these, just to show you guys the process. This is one that I've already started painting. As you guys can see, the paint is pretty uneven, but that's going to happen. This is my first coat of paint right here. So I'm more than sure as I lay about 3 or 4 coats on, it'll just smooth out just like the other shoes I did. What I did do is stuff some tissue or a napkin inside where the air bubble is, just so I don't get paint on the air bubble, and I can just go right, you know, smooth like. Make sure you guys tape up the sole, tape up the black part. Don't want to get it on the black, and yeah, just take your time. One thing I would say about the Angelus Leather Paint, if you get the 1 ounce bottles, they do come with the brush inside. And if you get the 4 ounce bottles, they don't come with the brush inside. So, I don't know, that's kind of backwards. You spend more, you should get more. But the 1 ounce bottles come with the brush. The 4 ounce bottles don't. So, what I did, I just I used a lighter color from my other paints. For one time I used lilac and the other time I used turquoise. I just put it in the sink, rinsed it off, made sure all the paint was off, and used that to paint this. I used a brush from the other cap to paint it, and it worked pretty good. Just guys, make sure you get all the paint off. I don't want you mixing the blue with the white and having a catastrophe. If you guys need help or need me to do your sneakers, man, hit me up. We can work something out. I know I said 50.